One of the most common things I hear from my students is I am going to, instead of I'm gonna. And it makes sense because that's how English is taught in most classrooms and in most textbooks. But in Australia, that full form sticks out a lot. So today we are going to fix that, and by the end of this video, you're gonna understand exactly how contractions work and be able to use them yourself. So what actually is a contraction? And I'm not talking about pregnancy contractions. A contraction is when two words get squashed together into one shorter form. I am becomes I'm. Going to becomes gonna. Do not know becomes dunno. That's it. But the reason why contractions matter so much in Australian English is that they're not occasional. They're constant. They're what gives Aussie speech its rhythm and flow. And when they're missing, or as I like to say, when contractions have been opened up, even technically correct speech can sound stiff and robotic to Australian ears. And you can hear the difference yourself. When someone says, I am going to meet you there, your brain has to process every word separately. But when someone says, I'm going to meet you there, it just flows. The brain doesn't have to work. And that's exactly the whole point. Contractions make you sound effortless, and effortless is what sounds natural. I worked with an engineer who had everything down pat. The technical knowledge, the vocabulary, the grammar. But in team meetings, he'd say things like, that is exactly what we are trying to solve here. Instead of, that's exactly what we're trying to solve here. Technically correct, but every time he spoke, people leaned in a little bit more. Almost like they were working harder to listen. The moment he started using contractions naturally, same person, same ideas, yet people just listened. That gap is what we're fixing today. Now, contractions come in two categories, formal and informal. Let's start with formal. Formal contractions are the ones you've probably already seen written down. They use an apostrophe and they're standard in speech, texts, and most emails. I am becomes I'm. You are becomes your. Yes, like the pronoun. He is becomes he's. She is becomes she's. It is or it has become its. We are becomes we're, like the question. They are becomes their. Yes, again, like the pronoun. Then the negative ones, and these are just as important. Cannot becomes can't. Always make sure to use the long vowel sound here. You don't want it to be too short. Will not becomes won't. Did not becomes didn't. Does not becomes doesn't. Have not becomes haven't. Is not becomes isn't. Were not becomes weren't. Would not becomes wouldn't. One thing to notice here is that the t and d endings often get softened or dropped. Didn't can sound like didn't. Check out the video linked up top to learn all about elision of t. Can't has that long open R vowel sound. So keep that in mind as we move through the practice. Now, something that actually surprises a lot of people. Contractions are not or aren't just for casual conversations. Even in professional speeches and presentations, Australians use them constantly, and that's very much on purpose. I'm here today to talk about. We've seen some amazing progress in recent years. Let's work together to make a difference. Using contractions in those situations doesn't make you sound less professional. It makes you sound more natural, more direct, and easier to follow. Contractions are not a sign of informality. They're a sign that you're comfortable in the language. All right, now let's talk about informal contractions, because this is where Aussie English really gets interesting. These go one step further. They don't just shorten two words, they blend them together completely. And they're what give casual Australian speech that fast, smooth, easy rhythm. Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna. Got to becomes gotta. That's with a T flap, otherwise gotta. Don't know becomes dunno. Have to becomes have to. Give me becomes gimme. Let me becomes lemme. Should have becomes shoulda. Would have becomes woulda. Could have becomes coulda. And these aren't just shortcuts. They actually embed themselves into everyday Aussie expressions. Dunno, mate. Want to grab lunch? Give me a sec. You can't really separate the contraction from the phrase because the contraction is part of how the expression works. All right, let's put all of this into practice. We've got a short workplace dialogue. First, just listen. Don't try to repeat just yet. Listen and notice where the contractions are. Hey, did you see the agenda for this morning? Yeah, it looks full on. We're gonna need more coffee. Tell me about it. I didn't even have breakfast. I'm gonna be useless in there. You'll be fine, just nod a lot and look confident. Wanna grab a seat near the back just in case? Good call, let's go. Now I'll go through it again slowly and I'll highlight the contractions as we go. Listen for where the full forms have been squashed down. Hey, did you see the agenda for this morning? Yeah, it looks full on. We're gonna need more coffee. Tell me about it. I didn't even have breakfast. I'm gonna be useless in there. You'll be fine. Just nod a lot and look confident. Wanna grab a seat near the back just in case? Good call, let's go. Now, shadow along with me. I'm going to read it again at that natural speed and you repeat just after me as closely as you can. Focus on the rhythm, not the individual words. Hey, did you see the agenda for this morning? Yeah, looks full on. We're gonna need more coffee. Tell me about it. I didn't even have breakfast. I'm gonna be useless in there. You'll be fine. Just nod a lot and look confident. Want to grab a seat near the back just in case? Good call. Let's go. The key thing to remember is that contractions aren't about being casual or cutting corners. They're the system behind how natural English rhythm actually works. When you use them, you stop sounding like you're reading from a script and you start sounding like you're just talking. And that's exactly what people around you are doing every single day. If you want to keep building on this, I've put together the Australian Pronunciation Playbook as a free resource. It covers contractions, stress patterns, linking sounds, and the full connected speech system behind natural Australian English. Scan the QR code on the screen or the link is in the description below. It's completely free, so go and grab it. Which contraction are you going to work on first? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.